Hi everyone, welcome back to LT's Reef for the next instalment. We've got a delivery today, so we're going to do a bit of an unboxing and a bit of a setup. Bit of a backstory. I bought a doser for this tank when about 6 months after I set the tank up, when I needed to start dosing. I bought a Kamoa doser. It's been running fine, but it's starting to wear out now. It's starting to look a bit tatty. There's a bit of corrosion. A couple of the LED lights are not working, and I don't want to be at work and it to pack up, stop dosing, and for the tank to crash. So I had a look around and I've done a bit of a spend up, and we've bought one of these. So here it is. This is the Red Sea reefdose 4-channel doser, as it says. So I can dose me alkalinity, me calcium and magnesium, and me no-pox as well, which is the 4 things that I'm dosing in this tank here. It's all configured to the app, the ReefBeat app, which I use with the reef mat and with the light on the nano tank. So that'll all be connected up to my phone. I'll be able to control it from my phone, and I'll be able to see how it's going at work. If I need to make any adjustments while I'm away, I can do it. I can see if there's any problems as well. So cost a little bit of money, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end for the just knowing that we're not going to get any problems, hopefully, fingers crossed. So we're going to do a bit of an unboxing and we'll set it up. Okay, here it is. Red Sea reefdose 4 dosing pump. You can get accessories with it. You can get clips to attach all the hoses to, but I've already got the attachment to go in the sump on my old doser, so I won't need that. If I do need to get any of them, I'll get them at a later date, but it should be all right for the minute. Okay, let's get it opened. Okay. How do we open? Oh, it just comes off the top. There we go. So what we got inside, first things first, is a user manual for the 2-head and the 4-head. I probably may get the 2-head for the nano tank, but probably exactly the same setup for both. So we've got that. We have these are some stickers that you can put on your dosing. You can actually put on the doser, so you know which dosing unit is dosing which chemical, which is a pretty good idea. I just put them on the bottles, to be fair, but anyway. We have oh, there are more stickers as well. There's some more stickers there. So we got them, then we got this piece of foam, and underneath, here we go. So first things first, your power, your plug and your AC cable. Stick that there. We have 4 screws. Hopefully they're 316 stainless screws for fixing the back bracket on. What else have we got in here? Oh, that's the Australian plug socket. So I'm guessing wherever you buy them around the world, and that just clicks in like that. Wherever you buy them around the world, you'll have different socket attachments. We also have in here, very well packaged, that's a calibration vial. So that's calibrated 5mm. So when you initially start it up, you'll need to calibrate the units so they're dosing exactly the right amount, so we'll need that later. And last but not least is the actual dosing head itself. So there's the dosing head. 4 channels, quite compact. It's actually thinner than I thought it was, so it's not going to stick out too far. And the 4 dosing units. And on the back, this is the bracket I won't take it off at the minute, but this bracket comes off, that's what you screw in, and then you clamp your doser, the unit to it. So there's your doser. Okay, that's everything that's in the box. Let's get this thing set up and calibrated. Right, let's get started. So I've got the unit put on top of this box here. I've also got a bottle of water, which we're going to use for calibrating. I've took these off of the old doser. These are the tubes that went into the containers, because they probably might need to cut them down a little bit, but we'll see how we go. And these have got to be attached to these units here, so I'm going to have to put my glasses on for this. So what you do with these, on the left hand side is the input and the right hand side is out. So the left comes from the container, from the bottle, and the right hand side goes into the aquarium. So what you do is you push that on top onto the nozzle as far as you can get it, and then you screw it back, and that locks it in. So let's get all these on. So there's that one. A bit fiddly at this angle. And the last but not least, this is going to be the no-pox, or you can use it for reef nutrition or whatever. I'm using it for no-pox. Push it on as far as it'll go, and then literally unscrew it. It seems a bit weird, but you actually unscrew it to tighten it up. So there we go, there's our four hoses for the containers. And now we will move on to the output ones. Righto, these are the 4 outlet hoses, so let's connect these up next. We'll start off with the blue. There you go, all hoses connected. Let's move on to the next phase. Right, the next job we got to do is to connect the doser up to the app. So I've got the doser plugged in down here. So we'll go onto the ReefBeat app. Which is there. It says press the connection button for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's flashing. Go to the settings on your iPhone. Select the device for the list. So I'll go back to settings on the iPhone. There it is there. RS Dose 4. So click on that. Then we put in the password, which is password. Click join. Yes, we're in business. We've got a tick. So now I'm guessing we go back to the app. Next, success. Please confirm you're connected to the correct device. Yes. For full functionality, select to the network. So now I'm going to connect it to my Wi-Fi. Okay. Now this should connect to my Wi-Fi as well. That means I can do it remotely. I can see it remotely wherever I am. Join your network. Yes. Now it's updating to the latest firmware, as you can see. So that might take a while. Right, rock on. We're connected to Mark's Wi-Fi. So click done. Our firmware is updated, and now we can start adding the doing all the parameters what we need. So set the number of days for low supplement indication. So what you can do is with your containers, you can put the volume in and it will tell you how much has got left, and then it will give you a warning. So I'm going to set mine for probably 2 days, and I'll use that for all heads. So in 2 days I'll get a notification on my phone saying that they need topping up. Right, the delay between heads. So this bit's important because if you dose in calcium and alkalinity at the same time, they'll precipitate together. So they basically do a chemical reaction. So you want to be able to split them up so that one dose is a certain amount of time before the other. I'm going to go, that's 15 seconds. I'm probably going to go probably a bit longer than that. I'm going to go 10 minutes. I want to go 10 minutes between dosing. So it'll dose half an hour, so 10 minutes in between each one. So connect next. All right, this is for the notification setup. So I want to receive if a supplement's running low. I want to receive if there's been a dose missed, and I want to receive if there's been a head malfunction as well. So I want all 3 of them. Done. Okay, so now it's time to start setting up the heads and calibrating the heads. So let's do that next. Now we've got the ReefBeat app connected, it's time to start setting up the dosing heads. So we've got the 4 heads. If we go onto the app, we're going to set up head 1. So first we've got to name it. So because I'm using Aquaforest boiling method, it's actually got it on here, Aquaforest. So if I click on that, and the supplement name, and the first one's going to be component 1, which is calcium. Okay, so that's the first one, set. Right, now I need to prime the pump. So it's saying here is the calcium, number 1. I'll put that inside here because I don't want to prime it with actual chemical. I just want to, or else it would be a waste, so I'll use this first. So saying here, what is priming? Priming's fill the dosing tubes with the supplement to the tip of the outlet tube. So if I start priming now, and what I need is another jug. So I'm just going to get a jug. Right, I've got the jug. So we'll get the outlet tube, put it inside the jug, and now we need to prime. So start priming. As you can see, starting to pump water through until we get water coming right out the end of the nozzle. There we go. So now if I stop that, that means that we are actually primed now. So once it's primed, we move on to the next step, calibration. So we get this measuring cylinder, and it's saying here, press start calibration dose. This will dose between 4 and 5 mil and will take up to 20 seconds. So we move that over to there, put the doser in there, and start calibration dose. Okay. Now it says, place the measuring cylinder on a horizontal surface, which it's on. Check the level of the water surface and estimate the level of the bottom of the concave of the water surface to the nearest 0.5. So that is literally exactly 4 mil, exactly 4 mil. So if I clicked on here, 4 mil, calibrate. Confirmed. Make sure the tube measuring cylinder is empty and completely dry, and we're going to do another dose. That's dry enough. Get the tube again, put it in there. Dose 4 mil. And with a bit of luck, that should be spot on 4 mil. Put that back in there. Have another look. Yeah, that is spot on 4 mil, so we know that's calibrated. So click yes, continue. And that head's set up now, so we know the calcium head's set up. Tip that back in there. And there we go. So the dosing schedule. So the dosing schedule for this one is going to be the same as what I'm dosing already for the other one, so I need to find that out. Right, I'm dosing 30 ml a day of each component for the aquaforest stuff, so let's add it onto here. So activate schedule. I won't activate it yet because I've obviously got to set it all up. So dose per day is 30 ml, 30, save. Dosing schedule. Now I want to do this equally over 24 hours, so okay, so it'll dose 4 doses between 1 in the morning and 11 o'clock at night. Okay, of 30 ml, save. So recurrence is on daily. Supplement volume monitor is on, so enter volume in the container. Now these containers hold 1 litre. So that's 1000 millilitres, save. Missed dose compensation, yes, we'll do that. Set as food head, no, we don't want to do that. Okay, save, that's it. Righto, that's it. All the heads have been calibrated. Everything's ready to go, so now it's time to install it. Right, as you can see, I've took the old doser out, give it a bit of a clean up. Ready for the new doser, which is going to go around here somewhere, away from all these other bits and bobs, as high up as I can get it. So yeah, I'm going to stick it there somewhere. So let's get the bracket drilled on and we'll continue. Right, I've marked the holes where it's supposed to go, and I'm just going to drill a couple of pilot holes, tiniest pilot holes, and I don't want to go all the way through obviously. Just enough to get started like that. Then it's time to get the bracket on. Right, there's the bracket on. For the first two, let's do a couple more pilot holes at the top. Up here. One. And two. Screws in. Screws in. One. That's it. 4 screws in. And now it's time to click in the old doser itself. So first I've got to connect this lead, the mains, so that goes in there, and I'll probably have it coming out of the side like so, and then that cable can come around and be nice and neat. Yeah, we're in. That's it, perfect. Okay, so that's now in there, so we can do a bit of cable management, get this mains cable round and through the side. I'll probably run the cable up through here and then plug it into here, and then we can cut all these hoses, all the dosing tubes, we'll get them cut down and tidied up, and hopefully we should be done. Now, as you can see, I've connected all the hoses into the containers. You see they're marked component 1, calcium, component 2 and component 3. So they're all connected up now. Now I've just got to move these hoses and they've got to go into there. And what I've got is this little gadget here. So you can probably see how it works. That clamps onto the side here, like so. And we tighten it up, just nip it tight, like that. And then I'll cut all these hoses to go into there. So what I normally do is she'll start off with these two I'm not using for a bit because I've run out of no-pox, so I'm going to just move them out of the way for a minute. So we'll start off with the magnesium. So I'll just allow a bit of slack, probably maybe about that amount there. So I'll cut that with a pair of snips. And connect that onto there. So there's the first one. Okay, that's it, all done. I've got all the cable tidied up. I've got all the tubing onto the little bracket there, ready for dosing. And it's all looking good. So now it's just a case of turning the schedule on. And after that, we're all done. We'll go calcium, activate schedule, save. We'll go to alkalinity, enable schedule, save, and we'll go to magnesium. Enable schedule, save. And that should come up now. See, according to the how much literage of product I've got in the containers, I've got 33 days of dosing. And obviously 2 days before it needs refilling. If I'm home, I'll fill it up, and if not, my wife will fill it up, which is handy. I'm going to leave the no-pox one off because I haven't got any no-pox left. If we go back, we're all ready to go. Well, that's it, all done. That's all connected up now. And hopefully that will last me a few years. Don't forget, as always, subscribe to my channel, leave us a comment, hit the notification bell, leave us a like, and we'll see you in the next one.